So here we have Kiwi. You may be wondering why my voice and mouth aren't adding up, and that is because I am doing a voiceover. It was super windy out when I was recording this video, and I realized you guys can hardly hear me, and mostly it's just wind, and that is not what we want. So I am voicing this over. Here we are doing Kiwi's sit stays and down stays. So here my phone did fall backwards and I ran over and fixed it, but I put her into a sit stay. These are very structured commands. I want her to sit and stay there and not lay down, which she is going to do right here. I tell her, and I go and correct that by picking her back up into that sit and telling her stay again. So here I am just repeating that. If she does lay back down, sometimes it is a lot comfier for her to be in a down stay than a sit stay, but that doesn't matter. I still want her to stay in that sit stay. Actually, you see me using my legs to pick her back up into that sit stay. When you do, keep reaching down and picking them up with your hands. You're almost giving them that satisfaction of breaking because they're getting the reward of being pet. So by just continuing to either use my foot or gently use my hand to get her back up into that sit without praising her, without petting her. Here I give the release word, and the release word is always okay. I do apologize that my narrating isn't really completely on point because, I am doing a voiceover. So I'm just trying to do my best with what I can to voice this over in accurate timelines. But so here I tried to get her really quickly before I thought I could catch her in time before she sat down. So I just reached in there really quick and pulled her right back up into that sit. So she is very easy to kind of just flop right up in there, back up to the sit stay, and then I tell her stay again with a flat open hand, almost like a stop sign, telling her stay, and then continuing on. I do go up and check her, or just give her a little check-in, telling her good girl, good stay, and then flash that open hand again, stay, before I leave. Here I'm going to go up and give her some praise, tell her she's being a good girl. I did give her a treat too. I also like to praise upwards when I am praising. Here I gave that release word okay, and then walked her around a little bit. Now we're doing a down stay, so these are a lot easier for her to kind of comprehend. So having her go into that down stay, it is easier for them. Same thing, I give her that stay, flat open hand, and then continue walking. Here I'm just explaining a little bit of what I just said in the voiceover. I am sorry that my voice is not going to match up with my lips, but that's okay. So I'm just explaining a little bit as to what I'm doing, what the stays are good for in store situations. If you want to take her along with, I do apologize for the puppy barking in the background. If you want to take her along with, you can put her into a stay while you are grabbing something off a high shelf, different things like that. When she is breaking, sometimes, sorry about my phone falling, sometimes before that I will give her the which is just pretty much like a vocal, don't do that, that's not what I'm asking. So giving her that little is kind of like a vocal tone telling her I don't like what she's doing. Typically she will self-correct, but sometimes she still does not. So I just make sure that I give her that follow-up correction, which is putting her back into the position. Still very, very positive. You don't want her to think of the stays as a negative experience, so we use a lot of positive things around here, such as the vocal warning before anything else, as well as just continuing to make sure they know when they're doing something good. So you want them to be able to decipher between what they are doing wrong and what they are doing correctly. So continuing to do that. Again, my phone fell here, so I just keep fixing it just because it is so windy. But here we're just ending on a positive note, making sure we get that done correctly. And we never want to end on a negative note. So if she is being hard one day, you can always find something positive to do and end on that. That way you're not overly working her up to just not liking training, which is not what you want to do. Here we're going to do another down stay, just telling her to stay, give her some treats. I always want to give her lots of treats throughout this. Kiwi is an amazing girl and she deserves the best. So I just want to make sure that I'm setting her up for success as well as you guys. that is kind of why I'm narrating this video. That way when she comes home, you can practice training and be able to do this all on your own, which is what I love about these videos, and just being able to show you what we do here at Lewis Manor. So here I'm going to release her to me. And yeah, Kiwi was a really great girl. I hope you enjoyed this video.